Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club full of
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. The Dolphins at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. But they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right back to Achane on second down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Turbo, sir.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go, sir.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
331, 331. Go.
Now it's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. This defense for the Dolphins, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. Pretty good. 319, just attack.
Fields now to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Don't jump. Ready? 258, 258, front.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here we go. 6 is average. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ready? Hey, smash. Warrior 70.
A run straight ahead with Achane. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Cougar 19. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready,
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Rangers, 70. Here we go. Start. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
2nd and 13. They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll give this to Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 35-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Get it. Steady.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 9. Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
3rd and 12.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate. But that last one hurting them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Turbo's up. Up.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 35, here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
Here we go, it's hot. 222. All right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Get it.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ready.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Cowboys.
Now a run by H.M. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Jets first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. We're good.
To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 331, 331. Go.
Now Fields. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Chip slip, 58, who's that?
Back to throw, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him. And it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go, set, ready.
A run now from H.M. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Ready, ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Ready. Traffic, Cougar 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, hit! 70 Lions! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers!
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, H.M. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Viking, 18. Viking, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 79, Broncos.
They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
19, Tiger. Not saying 19.
Back to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A final shot before break. Barnett. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Barnett. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back to throw. Barnett. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready? Viking 18. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barnett. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they do get it down, but not before he's able to sink it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Barnett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready. 970, Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Here we go, Shaq. 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Cougar 19. 19, 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
70 Timberwolves.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A-Chain. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Go! Hawk 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers. 7 Pirates. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
This is A-Chain.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Cougar 19. Go.
Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Will go down as a gain of 6. And And that's going to bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Motion man is Schwartz. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off the play fake. Barnett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins take over in 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Bronco 80.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Like it. Ready?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hurt. Gravity Lions. Steady.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Boone. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Okay, break. Get up. 60 Bison. Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
H.M. gets it from the gun. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 61 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 19-18.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to...
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's the